Speaking of Samsung, right? For those who are a Samsung lover or a loyalist, if you use their many plethora of their product models from the S series to the Fold, the foldable phones, even the Note series, well, there's some sad news here. There has been a report that Samsung will stop making the Note line series to focus more on their foldable mobile phones. Now, what's the reasoning here? Now, they don't plan to develop any more new versions of the Galaxy Note starting 2021. So that's next year. Meaning that Galaxy Note 20 will be the last Samsung Note line. So what happened here? What changed? What changed here? Well, it's a matter of business, right? So let's see here. Well, the reason here is the Note line was focused on bigger screen, bigger sizes, right? Compared to the S series or the Galaxy S series. But the difference between the two is somewhat, what do you call it? Somewhat minuscule, right? With the only difference is when you buy a Note, even though it is bigger, bigger battery, bigger screen, it has a stylus, right? And that's the only main difference. And obviously, with their new product of the Fold, the Z Fold, the Flip, and so forth, you know, it gets more complicated if you're trying to buy which product is more premium. Is it the S series, the Fold, or even the Note? And obviously, it's difficult to distinguish one from the other. So what they're planning here is to just simply remove the Note series altogether. And what they were planning to do is integrate the stylus feature in the other phones or in the other models. Now, question here is, does it make sense? Now, for me personally, I'm not too fond of the stylus because you already have a touchscreen feature, so why do you need to use a stylus now, unless you're dictating notes, you're used to writing or drawing and so forth for your type of work. But for the majority, I think there's very little use there. And if you're going to put a stylus in your other models, obviously it's going to take up space that you could have used for, let's say, for bigger battery space, more storage space, and so forth. That obviously what the customer really wants at the end of the day. So the question here is there an upside to having a stylus, where it occupies, what they call it, where it used to occupy for, as mentioned, for the batteries and for the storage itself. So does it make sense? And as mentioned here, with the rise of foldable smartphones, the flagship lineup doubled in size. So makes even a more compelling case to just primarily stick to the Galaxy S20 rather than the Galaxy Note series, and focus more as well as in the Z Fold or in the foldable Flip, and see where it takes them in the near future. So it makes sense for the company that is known for innovating their products to stop, or kill the Note line for the foreseeable future. So for those who are a Note lover, so this is the year. So if you love having the Galaxy Note, this is the last year. So, but we have to wait and see. And unless the public demands it, maybe it will come back. But I think the Z Fold is a compelling case for a more premium design, in terms of it looks similar to an old phone from Nokia. It's a foldable, similar, but obviously it doesn't have the touchscreen feature. But obviously, in terms of price, it's very expensive. So unless you have that extra $1,000 or $2,000 lying around, then that's something that you have to really think about in terms of buying the Z Fold series phone.